Hi everyone. This is Chauvel. Today I'm just going to talk you quickly over the process of importing wines from Italy. Recently, my colleague Roxana and I went to Italy to find the best wine to add to our collection. During this tour, we found several wonderful suppliers that were not only within our price range, but complemented the service and products we offered. The whole process took no more than 2 weeks, and while it was fun, the important element was to find the right wine company for us. During this video, I'll be going over with you the step-by-step process of pouring, so you can get the idea of what my job is and why we really need to invest some time and effort into importing. I know many of you think that importing is like buying something on, but it's much more complicated than that. The first and most important step is finding the right distributor. As we said, we found several Italian wines during our wine tour. Pagnon del Vino is my personal favorite, so we will be going through the process of importing with them. First, it's important for us to do a quick background check over their business and practices and history. We found out that they've been in business for 40 years and they have been active exporters for 12 years, which is great for us. Their primary countries of shipping focus in the EU, the US, and Canada. So they have some experience shipping in the US and they've had minimum complaints. And we've heard really great things about them from fellow US companies. The company did have some bumps in the road. Many of the issues have already been resolved or were out of their control, such as a storm knocking out one of their crates full of wine into the ocean. Uh, Another example is that when they first started direct exporting, their packaging was unsecured, and one of their shipments to California, to a company in California, was broken upon arrival. The issue was resolved outside of court, with the exporting company taking the overall cost of it all. But there have been no packing complaints since. Uh, this took a couple of weeks to complete as we had to do a lot of independent research. We contacted the U.S. Departments of Commerce to do a quick review of the company to make sure there were no red flags while we contacted the U.S. companies for reviews. Once they cleared our background check, we looked into the process of importing alcohol. Obviously, this is not the first country we've imported from. It's not even our first European country, but it's always nice to be thorough about what the requirements for importing anything is and if any company is on the blacklist or uh, if we need any special documents or permits. For example, in the US, we actually do need a permit known as the Federal Basic Importers Permit to import distilled spirits, wine, or malt liquor beverages. Since we already have obtained this permit with our prior importations, we already met this requirement. Still, I cannot stress this enough. It's very important to be thorough if what you need for importing from in a new between a new company or country. So we with the background check, a review of documents, and conversations with custom brokers, this whole process took about a month and $1,000. The basic documents we need for importing, and this is just a quick list, are like entry summary, inward cargo slash manifest for vessels under 5 tons, import ID, import ID, import records, custom bonds, commercial invoice, packing list, bill of lading, security bond. This does not include some of the yet other documents we need upon entry, and I'm pretty sure I'm leaving some out. But we'll just, but this is the quick overview. I recognize this can be a bit overwhelming, which is why we have a customs broker. As a side note, since we already have our own go-to warehouse and to for our products and our own logistics team that we trust and I'm very close friends with, we're not particularly worried about finding a good company to for our goods. However, be aware of of logistics companies and warehouses. Well, new logistics companies and warehouses when importing and exporting. Not all companies are the same. Uh, some logistics companies, for example, accept bribes and push goods forward, which breaks the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, and it's super illegal. Also, warehouses that do not follow your products can damage your products through mishandling or cross contamination, which is just a headache for all of us over here. So at this point, the exporter will ship the goods to us. We are in the process of contract right now, but as of right now, we're negotiating for CIP, and we will pick up the package on the Houston border. To be clear, they will be paying the cost to deliver the product to a certain point, uh, along with insurance for the product. So in case something happens, it'll be insured. And we will pay for the logistics of picking it up from the Houston border. We're looking into about 2 weeks of total shipment and about $1,500 for the Athens spots and the logistics on our end. Since our products are not perishable and airplane costs are expensive, we decided to just go ahead and ship it by ship. This is the part where the customs broker comes in. They will make sure all our paperwork is in order to make getting through the customs much easier for us. Basically, the customs broker makes the process of importing easier by fact checking the documents, informing us of any issues, and generally making sure we're customs compliant. Once all the paperwork has been sent out, this is the point where customs decides rather whether or not to inspect our products. If the products does not seem, if they do select our products to be inspected, if there isn't any signs of anything illegal, no one's smuggling drugs, they'll release the products back to us, and we can continue with our entry process. If they do find something wrong with it, such as someone smuggling drugs, they will destroy it and we will not get our merchandise. So during this time, it'll be our duty to file some documents. There are law documents, but the basic process is this. Within 24 hours of loading the vessel, the foreign port, we are to file a 10 plus 2 import security file. Import security filing. Then within 15 days of shipment arriving, the shipment arriving on our end, we are to file the entry, and then within 10 days later, we are to file the summary filing. Then about a year later, the transaction will be liquidated with the CBP, and then finally, if we find any issues within 180 days of liquidation, we are to report them to the CPB immediately. This is just a quick overview of what to expect in the next few months. The process of importing is a long, complicated one with lots of paperwork and a little bit of luck. It's important that after we receive the goods, we not only inspect the product ourselves, but if not triple check the paperwork to see if there's any mistakes made. It's our responsibilities as importers to make sure there are no errors. If there are, we could be in big trouble with customs, and we don't want to be in big trouble with customs. This is why it's important for us to keep import documents up to 5 years after liquidation and to keep a good track of our imported items through computer software. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me or Roxana. Have a great day, everyone.